Hey guys, Nico from Nico's Customs here. Today I'm going to show you how to take apart a brand new Xbox 360 controller. I've been meaning to do this for a while, so I just decided I'm going to do it. This is actually a new controller pulled from an Xbox or a pack with headsets or whatever. I buy these, again, cheaper than if I buy them in the retail packaging. They are brand new. You can see the sticker on it here. I don't know how well you can see it, but they are Xbox. This little tag says Microsoft. This is the real deal. This isn't crap. I don't use crap. This is a real Microsoft controller. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. There's 7 screws in this controller, and you're gonna need a Security T8 Torx screwdriver. The difference between a regular and a security screwdriver is, I don't know if you can tell, but in the middle there is a tiny, tiny hole here. The screws actually have a little stud in the middle of the screw. Okay, so there's 3 screws. There's 2 screws here, a screw on each side of the battery pack, and there's 2 here. That's 6. Then there's one behind this little code. This little bar here. What I try to do, might need a X-Acto knife. What I try to do is take this bar up. And if it's on there real good, sometimes they're not on there so good. It's on there pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe I can get it up. We'll see. I try to get it up just because I'd rather put it back on than have a sticker there with a hole in it. See if I can do it like this. There. It just looks better, you know. Okay, so I got it up. Cool. Just leave that there for now. And that's your last screw. That's the 7th screw right there. So cap this so I don't stick myself with it at some point in time, which I've been known to do. So you're just gonna screw these. Like I said, there's 7 of them. They come out pretty easy. I mean, they're not in there real tight. I just have carpal tunnel, so sometimes I have a bit of a problem. Don't lose your screws, because a regular screw is just not. I mean, you can put a little regular screw in here if you can find the right size, but you know, you really want to put the original screws back in. I just want to show you guys this because I know the new Xboxes will be coming out before too long. And, you know, unless you want a custom controller, it's probably more beneficial for you guys just to be fixing and replacing parts if you can. So this is very easy to get apart. It's not difficult. A monkey could do it for the most part. When I started doing this, I was really scared that it was going to be difficult. Yeah, let's see. It's going to be difficult to take apart, and there we go. Finally it fit. And I was really surprised at how easy they actually are to take apart, because I had never really done this before, you know. I looked up some videos. There's videos out there to show you how to take them apart, but I figured, you know, there's not a Nuka one, right? So I'll do it. I think I got it out. Okay. Right? Yeah, 4 screws. Like I said, you don't want to lose them. And because these screws are kind of like painted black or black or whatever, when you take the screws out, you are always gonna mar up the top of the screw. It always leaves like some little silver in it. You can always see it. I'll show you a screw when I'm done here. I'm not exactly careful with the top of the screws. I mean, I don't want to strip them, but I'm not going to worry about dinging up the top of them, making a little silver looking, because it's just going to happen. I've never seen a controller taken apart that didn't have marked up screws. So the last screw, 7th screw, the one that's hidden behind the that little barcode. Alright, so now all the screws are out. They're all right here. Here, let's see if I can show you a screw. Can we zoom in maybe? There. This one's not too bad, but some of them get kind of silver looking. So anyway, here we are. Here's the controller, they're all out. Now how I do this is, I put my thumb here on this, because that's part of the board. And because your triggers are right here, the way I do this is, sometimes they're hard. I grab this little lip on the battery pack, where the battery pack sits right here. I keep my thumb here and my 2 fingers up here. And I just kind of, it's kind of hard, as you see it comes out. But that's the inside of the back of the controller. Here's your rumble packs here. And your trigger housings and all. Then, to get this part out of the front, what I do is I put my fingers on the sticks and I just kind of push up a little bit and it comes out nice and easy. You take this out just like that. It's the front of your board. Your sticks come off, they just pull right off. Sticks. Okay guys, now that I got a part, I can show you what exactly it consists of. This is your mic trim and bumper assembly. Pulls right off. This also comes apart, at least it should. It's a little tight. This one's a little tight, which is weird, but it's tight. There we go. Just pops off. You can pop it back in. There's 2 little pegs here, 2 little holes here. And you're just going to pop it right back on there. So you can replace your bumpers too, no problem. On Microsoft controllers, this little button here, your sync button, is permanently put in here. Unless you like break the little top off. You'll see if you look at this. I can't really show you, but if you take an X-Acto knife or something to break the top off here, you can take this out. That's what I have to do when I paint. I paint them. But if you get an aftermarket shell from like China, the shell with everything comes apart. So what I have to do is I have to put the button back in, and I have to take some hot glue and put a dab of it in there so it holds it, so you can actually use it. Otherwise it'll pop off. You won't be able to use it. So anyway, that's the bumper assembly and the trim, the top trim. Here's your pads. You take your pads off, and you have your start and back button and your guide button, and they just pop right out. They slide right out. It's got little tabs that they line up with. Same thing for the ABXY buttons. They just come right out. Slide in and out. Line up the tabs and the slots, and they go back in. So those are all easy to put together. Take apart, put back in. This is your rubber for your D-pad. That's what I call it, is a rubber. There's a little stud here. You just stick it on there. It's pretty self-explanatory once you see it. Put it down flat. That's all of that. You know, you put these back on. Make sure they're lined up nice and flat. Your bottom trim, same thing. Just pops off. There's 3 studs here that you line up with the holes in the trim. Really easy to put on and off. Simple, easy peasy. So let's get back to putting it back together. Okay, so put my trim and bumpers back in, so it's all back together. You want to, on the board, you want your sticks to be on there already. And what I do is, I got 2 hands here. Take this very gently. Try to get your rumblers back in their spots. It doesn't always work. Just do it like that. And you know, you got to make sure you line up your sticks in the holes. Push it, and then you want to make sure. Let's see if I can show you guys this. Right here. See, let's get this to. It's a little bit better. Right here, there's a plastic stud that goes to the board right here. There's a hole for it. You got one here, one here, one here, one here, and then of course you have this one here, this one here. That's your seven screw holes to put it back together. When you put the back on, okay, I start with the triggers first. It's just easier that way. So you go like this, you come down, and then you have these silver things here for the contacts for the batteries. if you turn this around, there's little slots back here where these go right back here. I don't know if you can see. Try. So you're going to line them up with your fingers so they're in the right place, and then it should just all push down together without any problems. It should be nice and snug. When you hold it together, it should be nice and snug. All your buttons should feel good. Trigger should click, or excuse me, your stick should click, your trigger should move without any hesitation, sticking problem, anything like that. All your buttons should move like that, real nice. They should bounce back. Your D-pad should too. So now all you're going to do is, once you got it all nice and lined up together, you're going to put your screws back in. That's it. You're freaking done. Of course, you want to test your controller, make sure it works. I will do that, but I won't do it on camera, of course. And you put your screws back in, really easy. If you have a new shell, this part isn't so easy, putting screws back in. If you have like a brand new shell, never used, like you're replacing a shell, it's a little bit tough because the screw holes have never been used. So I mean, that's all there is to it. You should want to be careful, take your time, don't rush it. If you guys have questions, let me know. You know, I'll answer any questions. If you don't want to do this, you guys, but you have a shell you want replaced or something like that, let me know. You can always send it to me and I'll do it for you. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem helping guys out, you know, not a problem at all. You can get these screwdrivers off of Amazon for, I think last time I looked, they're like $3.49 or something like that with Prime. No shipping, I believe. If you don't have Prime, it can't be much to ship them. Must be $1 or $2. I don't know. I have Prime, so I don't know. But like I said, just don't lose your screws. Be careful. Take your time. Watch this video so you know exactly what you're looking for. I tried to do the best I could. I know the camera work isn't the best, but it's what I got. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. You can contact me at nukascustoms@gmail.com. You can leave me a message through YouTube, although that might be your slower option, to be perfectly honest with you. So there it is, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it informative. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up and a like. Subscribe. Need subscribers, guys. Share. I want this channel to grow and be fun for everybody. So have a good day. Have fun with your controller. Take good care of it. And I'll see you in the next video.